Ukrainian White Wolves troops destroyed dozens of Russian tank regiments in counterattack. Ukrainian intelligence has released aerial footage, which it claims shows the incapacitation of a number of Russian tanks, as it boasts that the mysterious White Wolves unit had on its own successfully taken out 2 regiments since the invasion began 18 months ago. The Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, estimated that the unit had destroyed 216 tanks since Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered the special military operation in February 2022, citing a figure of 94 tanks per regiment. A Russian tank battalion is usually comprised of between 31 to 40 main battle tanks, according to various current affairs outlets. 3 battalions form a regiment, equating to around 93-100 tanks, a regiment suggesting the Ukrainian armed forces have wiped out more than 2 regiments. The SBU said that the footage shows the White Wolves destroying the 3rd Russian tank regiment. On the basis that the full-time strength of the tank regiment of the Russian army is 94 units. Our guys have already closed 2 regiments on their account and are persistently finishing the 3rd. A video posted by the SBU on Saturday shows a series of moments in which drones appear to drop explosives on Russian tanks. Several armored vehicles in various locations, including hidden under trees and between buildings, are seen being destroyed in the same manner. It remains unclear when each of the tanks were destroyed, and over how long a period of time. In recent months, the Ukrainian armed forces have been probing the Russian defensive lines, entrenched over the winter, as it began its long-awaited counteroffensive on the occupied regions of the country. Earlier in the week, Ukraine claimed to have liberated the town of Robotyne in the Zaporizhzhia region, as ground forces created a bulge in the Russian front line in the south, seemingly with a view to pushing towards the Sea of Azov and cutting off the only remaining land route between Russia and the annexed region of Crimea. At the same time, Kyiv has stepped up drone attacks on Russian cities, including Moscow, which have been viewed as an attempt by Ukraine to destabilize the nation. The White Wolves unit is a part of the SBU and was credited with targeting of Russian positions and driving Moscow's forces underground in eastern Ukraine in June. Little information has been given about the covert unit, though the SBU has regularly published videos of their attacks. Ukraine's counteroffensive, now almost at the 3-month mark, has seen Kyiv peel back small amounts of territory from dug-in Russian troops. The push has focused on the front lines in the east and south of the country, with an increasing number of strikes on targets in occupied Crimea. A Ukrainian commander in the south of the war-torn country told Reuters in an article published on Saturday that it had broken through Russia's most difficult defenses in the south and would now progress towards the Zaporizhzhia port city of Berdyansk and onto the Sea of Azov. In the run-up to the launch of the counteroffensive, Russia heavily mined the territory Kyiv would need to redeclare and prepared several layers of defenses which have significantly slowed down Ukraine's progress. It had said it intended to start its push earlier to stop Moscow forces from building effective defenses, but delayed operations to receive Western-made weapons. The grinding counteroffensive, which some have criticized as slow-paced, has now placed Ukrainian forces within striking distance of the next series of prepared Russian defensive positions, the ISW said. Although these defenses may be weaker than those Ukraine has already passed through, they will still pose a significant challenge, the think tank added. Moscow has poured considerable manpower, materiel, and effort into creating and holding the dense layers of minefields and fortifications. Ukraine is slowly passing through, the ISW said. The next phase of defenses will likely mirror Russia's first lines, with Dragon's Teeth fortifications, anti-tank ditches and more mine territory ahead, the assessment said. although it is difficult to tell just how heavily defended they will be compared with those Ukraine has already overcome.
Плотная посадка за железкой. Вот она идет.